Let me ask you a hard question. Why are you still broke? You've worked long hours. You've tried hustles. You've promised yourself this year will be different. And yet somehow the cycle repeats. Same paycheck, same bills, same stress. And if we're being real, it's not your effort that's the problem. It's not just bad luck. It's not even the system, though yes, it's stacked against you. The truth is this. You're broke because you've been trained to think broke. Every ad you see, every social media flex, every pressure from the people around you is designed to keep you as a consumer, not a creator. And as long as you think like a spender, you'll never experience the freedom of wealth. Pause, dash. But here's the good news. Once you recognize this trap, you can step out of it. And the moment you do, everything changes. Most people don't realize this, but every time you open your phone, someone is making money. The question is, are you the one earning it or the one giving it away? Think about it. Every scroll, every click, every like, it's designed to feed you ads, temptations, distractions. You think you're relaxing, but you're actually working for free for someone else's dream. This is what I call the consumer trap. Consumers think, how do I spend this paycheck? Creators think, how do I grow this paycheck? Consumers look for entertainment. Creators look for opportunity. Consumers get excited about the weekend. Creators get excited about the future. And listen closely, this isn't about shaming you. It's about waking you up. Because the world has trained you to be a consumer since the day you were born. Every toy, every ad, every "you need this now" message, all of it was programming. But here's the shift. The moment you stop asking, how do I spend? And start asking, how do I multiply? You break free from the system. Imagine this. Every dollar in your hand is a worker. The broke mindset spends those workers on instant pleasure. The wealthy mindset puts those workers to work, building more workers. That's how empires are built, not overnight, but through disciplined creation. So here's the reality check. If you're broke, it's not because you don't have money. It's because the money you do have is not working for you. You've been playing the wrong role, consumer, not creator. The day you flip that switch is the day the game changes, because the truth is, you can't buy freedom, but you can build it. Let me tell you something most people don't want to admit. Your comfort zone is the most dangerous place you can live. Why? Because nothing grows there. Think about it. Every major breakthrough in your life, whether it was learning something new, taking a leap, or facing fear, it happened outside the comfort zone. Yet most people spend their entire lives trying to make that zone as cozy as possible. They chase the safe job, the safe income, the safe decisions. But here's the truth. Safe is where dreams go to die. Because the real opportunities, they never look safe. They look scary. They feel uncertain. They demand courage. Look at every millionaire, every innovator, every groundbreaker. Do you think they felt safe? Number. They stepped into the unknown. They bet on themselves when no one else would. And listen, this doesn't mean you have to gamble recklessly. It means you have to stop mistaking comfort for security. Because they're not the same thing. Comfort says, stay here, don't move, it's warm and easy. Security says, build something that lasts, even if it's hard. And guess what? Comfort never lasts. The job you thought was safe, it can vanish. The paycheck you thought was secure, inflation eats it alive. The world is constantly changing, and the only way to stay ahead is to move, to adapt, to risk. Here's the harsh truth. If you want a life others don't have, you must do what others won't. That means leaning into fear, not running from it. That means choosing growth over comfort, risk over routine. Because comfort will keep you alive, But courage? Courage will make you unstoppable. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants freedom, wealth, respect. But very few are willing to do the one thing success demands every single day: discipline. See, motivation is a spark. It gets you started. But discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after motivation dies out. It's easy to work when you feel like it. But the greats? They work when they don't. It's easy to stay focused for a week, but the greats, they stay focused for years. Discipline means saying no to what's easy so you can say yes to what matters. It means doing the work even when no one is watching, even when the results are invisible, even when your body screams to quit. That's the difference between amateurs and champions. Amateurs stop when it gets uncomfortable. Champions keep going. Think of a sculptor. One strike of the hammer means nothing, but thousands of strikes, day after day. That's how the masterpiece is revealed. Your life is the same. Wealth is built brick by brick. Success is carved through repetition, through routines, through relentless habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your discipline. And here's the truth. It's not the giant leaps that make you great. It's the small, consistent steps, repeated daily. That's where power is born. So if you're serious about success, don't ask, what do I feel like doing? Ask, what must be done? And then do it. Again, and again, and again. Because the world doesn't reward the person who starts. It rewards the person who never stops. Here's a truth most people will never accept. You can have comfort or you can have success, but you can't have both. Not at the same time. Every breakthrough, every empire, every fortune was built on sacrifice. The wealthy sacrifice short-term pleasure for long-term freedom. The unsuccessful do the opposite. They chase instant gratification, the quick dopamine hit, the impulse buy, the endless scroll. And then they wonder why their future never changes. Listen carefully. The life you dream of will always cost you something. It might cost you weekends. It might cost you late nights. It might cost you the approval of friends who don't understand. But sacrifice isn't loss. Sacrifice is an investment. Think about a seed. When you put it in the ground, it looks like you're burying it, like you've lost it forever. But what's really happening? It's transforming, it's multiplying, it's preparing to break through the soil and bear fruit. Your sacrifices work the same way. The hours you put in, the fun you skip, the comforts you give up now, they're seeds. Seeds that grow into wealth, into freedom, into a life that ordinary people will never taste. But here's the challenge. Can you delay gratification long enough to reap the harvest? Most people can't. That's why most people never see success. The successful are different. They can wait. They can endure. They can plant today and harvest years later because they trust the process. So ask yourself, what are you willing to give up now so you never have to give up your dreams later? Because make no mistake, sacrifice isn't the price of success. It's the path to it. Every empire begins in the invisible. Every masterpiece begins as a vision no one else can see. Your future, the life you dream of, already exists. Right now, it lives in your mind. And here's the truth. If you can hold that vision long enough and protect it fiercely enough, it will materialize. The world will try to shake it out of you. People will laugh. Circumstances will test you. Your own doubts will whisper, maybe it's not meant for me. But listen closely. Every time you feel that resistance, it's not proof you're failing. It's proof you're on the path. Vision, is what separates the ordinary from the unstoppable. Most people drift because they have no compass, no picture of where they're going. They live in reaction instead of creation. But the unstoppable, they see it before it happens. They walk as if it's already done. And here's the secret. When your vision is strong enough, obstacles lose their power. The mountain doesn't shrink, but your willpower grows so large, it no longer matters how steep the climb is. There will be days you feel tired, days you feel small, days you question whether you have what it takes. That's when vision carries you. Because vision isn't just about what you want, it's about who you're becoming. The stronger your vision, the harder it is for excuses to survive. The stronger your vision, the louder your inner drive becomes. The stronger your vision, the closer the impossible comes to being inevitable. So hold the picture of your future, guard it, nurture it, fuel it with action every single day, and soon, the world won't be able to ignore you, because vision is the spark, action is the fire, and when the two combine, you become unstoppable. Your journey doesn't end here. In fact, this is just the beginning. The vision you saw today, the fire you felt in your spirit, that was no accident. It was a reminder, a glimpse of who you really are and who you're becoming. So don't let this feeling fade when the video ends. Carry it into your next step, into your next decision, into tomorrow morning when the world tries to distract you again. You are closer than you think, stronger than you realize, and more unstoppable than you've ever given yourself credit for. Hold the vision, take the step, keep moving forward, and when the doubts return, play this again until it's no longer just words in your ears, but truth in your bones. Your breakthrough is waiting, and the world will not be able to ignore you.